Next is, if electron falls from orbit n2 to n1, then the total number of spectral lines emitted is given by this formula. So n2 minus n1 plus 1 into n2 minus n1 by 2. Let's say electron is moving from fourth to second orbit. Okay, let's say electron jumps from fourth to second orbit, then number of spectral lines using this formula will be, so n2 will be 4, so 4 n1 will be 2 into n2 minus n1 will be 2 divided by 2. So in this case, it will be 2 plus 1, 3. So total 3 spectral lines will be observed in this case. If electron moves from nth orbit to ground state means the another orbit is 1, n is equals to 1. Okay. For that case, you can directly use this formula n into n minus 1. Example, electron moves from fourth orbit to ground state, that is first orbit. So n value you have to substitute as 4. So 4 into 4 minus 1 by 2, that will give you 4 into 3 by 2. So that will come as 6. So in this case, 6 spectral lines will be emitted. Next is ionization energy. Ionization energy is the energy required to ionize an atom. So let's say there is in hydrogen, let's say in n is equals to second orbit, which is also the first excited state, energy of the electron will be minus 3.4 electron volt. We know when the orbit is infinity, means at infinitieth orbit, energy will be 0. So how much energy we need to provide to the electron which is in second orbit such that it moves here? If I just supply it 3.4 electron volt of energy, means its total energy will become equal to 0, and then it will reach n is equals to infinity orbit, or it will get ionized. So directly you can say, if let's say energy of the electron in first orbit of hydrogen is minus 13.6, to ionize this electron, energy required will be 13.6 electron volt. So that will be your answer. So same thing, you have to just calculate what is the energy of the electron in that particular orbit. To ionize it, same amount of energy has to be provided. That energy will be positive. That's all. Next is your excitation energy. Okay. So excitation energy means, let's say electron is in some orbit n1 and it has to be excited to n2 orbit. Okay. So for that, we need to find, this is your final orbit, this is your initial orbit. So how much energy has to be provided? That is the difference between these two energies. And always remember, ionization energy value will be positive, excitation energy value will always also be positive. Okay. Next are your spectral lines. As you know, there are 5 series, and each series is named after its discoverer: Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, Brackett, Pfund. Okay. So whenever an electron moves from n2 to n1 orbit, okay, you can find the wavelength of the emitted photon as this one. Now, first line of the series, let's say electron is moving from second orbit of hydrogen to first orbit, and in one case, let's say it moves from third to, okay, and this is n is equals to infinity, let's say. Now, when the electron moves from 2 to 1, here energy is minus 13.6 electron volt. Here energy is this one. So difference between the energy when electron is moving from 2 to 1 will be difference between these two. So that will be 10.2 electron volt. And correspondingly, you can calculate the wavelength. Okay. Now, let's say if the electron moves from n is equals to infinity to n is equals to first orbit. So here energy was 0 and here energy is minus 13.6. In this case, energy difference between these two orbits is 13.6 electron volt. Okay, that is Sc by lambda 2. I'm writing it as lambda 1. Now, in which of these cases lambda will be greater, either lambda 1 or lambda 2? So in this case, lambda 1 is coming as Sc by 10.2. And in this case, lambda 2 is coming as Hc by 13.6. So obviously, this wavelength will be more. So that's what they are trying to say. In the first line of series is called first member. For this line, wavelength is maximum. So this is this condition for maximum wavelength. If n1 is equals to n, then n2 will be n plus 1. Means if let's say this is actually for Lyman series. So electron moves from second to first orbit. So it should not be like it is first level. This is third level. If electron is moving to n is equals to 1, for maximum wavelength, it should be coming from 1 plus 1, that is second orbit. Okay. Next is your case when wavelength is minimum. This is known as last limit of series. Okay. Now, when we were just calculating, we found wavelength is minimum when electron moves from n is equals to infinity to n is equals to 1 orbit. Okay, that was for Lyman series. For Balmer series, electron will move from n is equals to infinity to n is equals to 2. Or generally you can say for minimum wavelength, electron will move from n is equals to infinity to n is equals to n. Okay, and the ratio of first member and series limit can be calculated by using this formula, n plus 1 whole square divided by 2n plus 1. So that's all. Now we will solve some numericals. Thank you.